Before we begin today's ceremony, graduates, you may keep your caps on, but audience members, could you please remove your hats and rise, if able, for the singing of our national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Thank you. Please be seated. Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, proud parents and guests, bored little siblings, and of course, the incredible graduating class of 2025. My name is Elise Cho, and I have the distinct honor of welcoming you all to today's commencement ceremony. And fellow graduates, I would like to welcome you to one of the most pure and bittersweet moments of your lives. It brings me both great enthusiasm, but also sadness to speak to you today. Excitement for the next chapter in our lives, but sadness because this is the last time all of our faces will ever be in the same place at once. Some of you I've known since elementary school and since kindergarten. Others I got to know during our very interesting middle school stages. Shout out to 6th grade GT Research. And most of you I've had the chance to cross paths with in some way or another over our 4 years at Glenelg. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch us all grow up and see what we could accomplish, both as a class, but also on the individual level. Thank you to the wonderful staff of Glenelg, from the custodians to the teachers to the outstanding administration and student services, and especially to Mrs. Hastings Huff for being our amazing principal, whose vibrant and fun wardrobe always brightened our day. We've reached the end of a chapter that abruptly closes the door on our childhood. But just like your favorite shows, books, and movies, even though a season or series is over, doesn't mean you can never go back and relive it. All the memories crafted within the walls of Glenelg since the moment we walked in 1,370 days ago will be with you forever. Now, I'll spare you the classic, "Let's go change the world" speech, because let's be real, I'm 18, and just like all of you, I'm still figuring things out for myself. Instead, I invite us all to spend a few minutes on the past, because no matter who you are, what you look like, what friend groups you are a part of, what clubs you joined or classes you took, or what year you joined Glenelg, one thing that brings all 366 of us together is that we are all almost Glenelg graduates. 4 years ago, we stepped into high school as nervous freshmen, thinking we had all the time in the world. We measured time in semesters, in school dances, in countdowns to summer. But looking back, it wasn't the years that shaped us. It was the minutes. It was the minutes spent laughing in the hallways, running late to class, and making memories with friends who soon became family. The minutes spent staring at the clock, willing the bell to ring before lunch. The minutes of excitement before a big championship game or music performance. And the minutes that flew by too fast, like our last Friday night lights, our last Spirit Week, and our last first day of high school. And now, here we are in this very moment, one we've anticipated for years. A moment that once felt so far away, yet a milestone we persevered to reach. Soon, after all the scheduled itinerary with heartfelt speeches from my fellow peers and honorable guests, we'll turn our tassels from right to left and step into the future where time won't slow down. Some of us will spend our minutes traveling, working, or even serving our country. Others will spend vacation time with family, and most of us will be spending new adventures in college. But no matter where we go, time will keep moving. So today, and for the rest of the ceremony, I challenge us to all hold on to these minutes, to cherish the people sitting beside us, the memories we've made, and the journey that brought us here. To my friends, thank you for making my childhood filled with memories a little girl could only dream of. To my family, and especially my Oma and Appa, thank you for all the sacrifices I'll never fully understand, and for believing in me when I struggled to believe in myself. High school was challenging, socially, academically, emotionally, and even physically. And I think that all of us at one time or another felt like we couldn't do it. But here we are, each of us in our bright red caps and gowns, anxiously waiting for our name to be called and to get our diplomas. And that is something to be truly proud of. Because you see, we live in a time where the world is constantly telling us to move faster. Choose a school, pick a career, make money, and lots of it. Start a family and retire, all arbitrarily placed on this relentless timeline. We all work hard to follow that structured path that so many of us find comfort in. And I get it, the stability is tempting, and some might say even necessary. That life we strive for is often seen as evidence of living a successful life. But what I've come to realize over these last 4 years is that while there is no timeline for success, there is one for making memories with people who matter most to you, because we don't have forever with these people. So I urge you, fellow graduates, to slow down. Cherish the small moments, love deeply, laugh freely, show the good in you to people, and fully embrace the life you have today, because these minutes won't last forever. I sincerely hope you enjoy the rest of your ceremony, because for once, finally, the time is ours. Congratulations, class of 2025. I will miss every minute, but our time starts now. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Khadija Naqvi,
And I am Mishra Usmani.
and we have the distinct pleasure of introducing these outstanding people seated before you.
At this time, we would like to welcome the distinguished guests here with us today.
Guests, if you would, please stand when your name is being called.
Audience members, please hold your applause until all names have been read. The Honorable Dr. Calvin Ball, Howard County Executive. Miss Andrea Chambly, Howard County Board of Education. Mr. William Barnes, Superintendent, Howard County Public School System. Miss Shawns Hastings Hoff, Principal, Glenelg High School. The Honorable Katie Fry Hester, Maryland State Senate, District 9. The Honorable Jen Terrasa, Maryland State Delegate, District 13. The Honorable Dr. Chow Wu, Maryland State Delegate, District 9A. The Honorable Natalie Ziegler, Maryland State Senator, District 9A. The Honorable Liz Walsh, Chairperson of the Howard County Council, District 1. The Honorable David Youngman, Howard County Council Member, District 5. Mr. Robert Motley, Director of High Schools, Howard County Public School System. Mrs. Amy Jensen, Assistant Principal, Glenelg High School. Mrs. Sandra Suber, Assistant Principal, Glenelg High School.
Ms. Kelly Brandt, Instructional Team Leader for Student Services. Dr. Stephen Burnett, Counselor. Ms. Carolyn Devlin, Counselor. Ms. Mindy Hirsch, Counselor. Ms. Rachel Litvin, Counselor. Mr. John Ballantyne, Science Instructional Team Leader. Mr. Greg English, Fine Arts and Physical Education Instructional Team Leader. Mr. Nicholas Formica, CTE Instructional Team Leader. Ms. Sarah Jansen, English Instructional Team Leader. Mr. Kendall Morton, TDL Instructional Team Leader. Mr. Christopher Rosas, Math Instructional Team Leader. Mr. William Regal, Social Studies Instructional Team Leader and Glenelg High School 2025 Teacher of the Year. Mr. Jeremy Snyder, Special Education Instructional Team Leader. Ms. Aracelis Varaya, World Language Instructional Team Leader. And joining us from the audience are Mrs. Summers and Mrs. Wagner, who are the sponsors of the class of 2025.
Hello, everyone. My name is Samuel Yoon.
And my name is Kennedy Richmond, and we are honored to be speaking to you on behalf of our class for the graduation ceremony of the Glenelg class of 2025.
As we look back at the past 4 years,
Which seemed like forever ago.
a lot has happened.
I mean, 4 years ago, Spider-Man No Way Home had just come out.
Are you serious? I feel so old.
Yeah, 2021.
I thought that just happened.
Yeah, well, since then, Marvel's kind of gone downhill a bit, so yeah, that checks out.
Well, as we start this speech, we're trying to avoid as many cliches as possible.
Trust me, they get old fast. I've been to quite a few Glenelg graduation ceremonies. This is the 5th one in a row, with me coming the past 4 years with the orchestra, and plus another one before that from my brother.
I've heard about a game that the orchestra plays, started by the previous director, Mr. George.
He made these little bingo cards with all these sayings on them, and anyone who got a bingo would get a Jolly Rancher.
If you guys don't know what we mean, think about never give up, or follow your dreams, or turning the next page to the next chapter of our lives.
But before we start looking too far into that next chapter, let's just take a moment to reflect on the last 4 years.
Although we may deny it, we were all freshmen once, a little immature and a little bit annoying.
And some of us still haven't changed.
What's that supposed to mean?
Starting freshman year, we were finally coming out of COVID in middle school and trying to find our paths in high school.
Literally, I remember walking through the halls and looking up at all the seniors, so big and scary.
I just remember struggling to learn the layout of the school and how to find all my classes.
Kennedy, it's literally just a square.
Okay, well, you know what? Some of us are directionally challenged.
You can say that again.
Hey,
We also had our first homecoming, which was interesting.
I mean, I think the better term would just be cold.
Once we figured out how to walk at a normal speed in the halls, we started to build connections and relationships with our teachers and peers.
Yeah, like meeting our new principal, Miss Hastings Huff, who was basically a freshman with us, starting at Glenelg at the same time.
Or sitting in Mr. Regis's class.
And once we started to settle into our classes, clubs, and friend groups, of course, everything had to change when we started all over again the next year.
So we moved on to sophomore year.
And we finally got our indoor homecoming.
And the pep rally went so wild that the rope from tug of war ripped.
I mean, gotta commend the competitive spirit.
I know the history department understands that, all of them fighting for the title of shiniest head.
We learned so much from Mr. Spivey, who probably has his pocket constitution with him today.
And of course, we can't forget that time there was a gas leak that we all had to sit around outside for an hour or two.
I'm looking at you, Mr. Morton's 4A class. Nicely done.
It was honestly impressive. Considering the day before it happened, Mr. Morton told my class that he had never had an incident in his 30-plus years of teaching.
Yes, we love setting records at this school.
Unfortunately, we had to move on to junior year.
Otherwise known as Hell on Earth.
This is when we all had to really dig deep to get through it.
With most of us taking our most rigorous schedules, the SATs, starting to plan for college, and probably most of us just surviving on Monster and Celsius.
But of course, with all of that hard work, dedication, and
suffering,
came a lot more freedom than we had ever had.
We started to get our driver's licenses.
Some of us took the test multiple times. And for some reason, everyone decided to use that freedom to go to Chick-fil-A every other day.
Hey, don't hate on the chicken sandwich, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I'm just more of a Popeyes guy.
We also got to experience our very first prom.
And it was honestly weird, just seeing guys in suits and tuxes instead of their normal basketball shirts and t-shirts, with all the fancy outfits and decorations. Even I felt like a bit of a princess.
You kind of looked like one, too.
Thank you.
Then we finally made it through the trauma that was junior year and came to our last hurrah as seniors.
We finally got to rock the red at pep rally, and now the tides had turned, and we became the ones intimidating the lost freshmen in the halls.
I think we were all plagued with senioritis pretty quickly.
And I think it's fair to say most of us stopped caring about when the bells rang.
But guess what? I finally learned where all my classes are.
We had a lot of fun activities to look forward to.
Like starting off the year with our senior sunrise, where the sky went from a lovely gray to a slightly lighter shade of gray.
Or the crab feast, where, to my surprise, none of the crowds started singing Under the Sea.
The theater department put on two of the best shows yet. I mean, we had friggin' Harry Potter and the Cursed Child and then Cinderella. I mean, if you didn't see them, they were absolutely life-changing.
Our athletics department has won over 15 county championships and over 10 state championships over our past 4 years.
And our award-winning music department has won over 30 in the past 3.
And of course, we had to go through that whole college application thingy.
And then waiting months to hear back.
But all of our hard work paid off, as many of us are heading into the military, the workforce, and great schools, even the Ivies.
But now that we have reached the end and we've all come to our final decisions on what comes next, honestly, it still kind of feels like we're those young, lost freshmen still trying to find their paths.
And while every step of the journey ahead may not be clear, we all made it through everything life has thrown at us, and we made it to this point standing here today.
And nobody followed the same path either. We've all made so many achievements, and if you look around, you will see a couple hundred capable, passionate, dedicated individuals, all of whom are very different.
Each of us have our own interests, hobbies, friends, and paths to follow, yet we're all connected by this moment when we come together as one.
So whether you're a theater kid like me, or a STEM kid like him, or a sports kid, or an arts kid, or someone who just wants to graduate already, you belong here.
It is these differences that make us who we are, both as individuals and a community. They bring us together.
And as we move forward in our lives, we encourage you to keep making your own paths, following your own interests, and pushing your own limits.
However, don't run too far ahead into your future and forget about the memories you've made here. It is true that our last 4 years passed by so fast, but each of us have accomplished so much. You have all faced hurdles and leaped over them beautifully.
Today is a celebration of our successes and a reminder to never stop being curious, ambitious, and above all, dreamers.
After all, dreams lead to hope, and hope is the greatest gift you can give to yourself. So, as you strive for your next great goal, don't hesitate to go after them.
And in your pursuit for excellence, don't forget to be present and continue making memories, because honestly, life moves too fast not to live in the moment.
You can overcome anything and achieve everything you want, but take it step by step, living life to its fullest, each day at a time.
And you may be surprised when you look back in a couple years, seeing just how much you've accomplished.
So with that, congratulations, class of 2025. I could not be more proud of your hard work and of the people you have become.
And I hope any cliches we said gave someone out there a bingo and a Jolly Rancher. Thank you.
Charting our course from near yet shores, united on our way, like a rising tide that lifts all boats out at sea. Connecting, belonging, growing, we will succeed. Starlight guides our journey as we chase curiosity. It'll make waves as we navigate the purpose that we seek, like a rising tide that lifts all boats out at sea. Follow the stars, they'll guide you. Trust the tide and ride.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zinnia Haroon, and it's such an honor to deliver this keynote speech on one of the most exciting days of our lives. You know, when I think about where we are today, I can't help but think of one of my childhood favorite movies, Finding Nemo. I hope you all have watched it before, but if you haven't, it's a story about a little clownfish who sets off on this huge adventure in a big, confusing ocean. Just like Nemo, we're about to swim into a world full of unknowns. New cities, new people, and new challenges. And honestly, maybe some of us don't totally know how to do laundry yet, but hey, hopefully you'll figure that out soon. If our future selves could see us right now, standing here in our red caps and gowns, maybe looking a little nervous, I think they'd smile. Not because we have everything figured out, but because we're ready to start our own big adventure. High school was our version of Nemo's Coral Reef, a place we grew up in, learned the currents, and found our schools of friends. But now the ocean is wide open. No bells to tell us when class starts and ends, no rubrics marking exactly what success looks like, and definitely no group chats reminding us that it's Spirit Day, it's Pajama Day. Now the structure is gone. Like Marlin, Nemo's dad, we might feel scared about what's ahead. He worried about every possible danger. I know my parents, and probably a lot of parents out there, feel just like Marlin. And maybe we do too. But even though we're swimming into an open water without a map, it does mean we get to choose our next direction. Some of us are going to college next year. Some of us are taking gap years. And some of us are going straight into the workforce or the military or paths that don't even have a name yet. We've all heard the phrase, follow your dreams, right? But what they don't say is dreams change. You change. You might start chasing one thing, but end up somewhere totally different. And that doesn't mean you failed, it just means that you're growing. In 11th grade, we debated the American dream in books, learning the idea that hard work will always lead to success. But as we learned, it's not that simple. It's more complicated than that. And yet, we hold ourselves to these impossible standards. We convince ourselves that if we don't meet certain expectations, we've failed. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Like Dory says, just keep swimming. It's not about having all the answers, it's about trying, growing. Nemo's journey wasn't what he expected. He got caught in nets, faced scary sharks, and ended up in places he never thought he would be, like the dentist office of all places, or being trapped in a fish tank with Sydney. I bet he was not expecting that. But through it all, he kept going. And nobody really has it all figured out. We are all learning as we go, starting over and laughing about it later. Like that one time you hit reply all on an email chain, or confidently said that A plus B squared was just A squared plus B squared. Looking back, those felt like disasters, but now they're just funny memories. And we didn't get here alone. So before we go rushing into the future, let's just take a quick second to say thank you to the people who helped us make it this far. To the teachers that stayed late, who explained things again and again, thank you. We've been blessed at Glenelg with faculty who are truly there to support us, such as Ms. Chalkett, Mr. Mize, and Ms. Cope, just to name a few. Today is not only for you, gladiators, but also for those who pushed us. The coaches, mentors, and friends who cheered us through every exam, every crash out, and every I can't do this moment. And especially to our families, to the parents, guardians, siblings, cousins, grandparents, aunts and uncles, the people who gave us rides before we could drive ourselves, packed our lunches, stayed up late helping with school projects, or just sat with us when we needed to cry or rant or vent. You've been our anchors and our guides. My cousin, who actually just graduated from law school last week, she stayed up late to explain mock trial to me at 1 a.m. because I was an emergency fill-in for a trial the next day, and I had no clue what I was doing. And that's what family does. They swim beside you when the waters are confusing. They help you. To my sister and my parents, thank you for being my safe harbor through every storm, for late night pep talks, car rides with advice, and endless support. I wouldn't be here without you. So, what happens now? Now we swim out of the reef. We might not have all the answers, and we'll probably get caught in a few nets of our own. But just like Nemo, we will find our way. One current, one challenge, and one unexpected adventure at a time. Even when you feel like you're swimming in circles, give yourself permission to grow, to change your mind, and to chase what truly matters, not just what looks good on a resume. Gladiators, we've made it this far through research papers, SATs, sports seasons, snow days that were not nearly enough, and everything in between. Now the ocean is ours, so go out and explore it. As we look ahead, we'll miss the friendships, the late night studying, the absolute mess the Glenelg parking lot is in the morning and at dismissal, and the moments that made high school truly unforgettable. But if there's one thing we won't miss, the phone ban a few months before we graduated, and the lack of any cell service. Dr. Seuss once said, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." And all throughout high school, I found myself saying, I can't wait for the weekend. I can't wait to graduate. But now that that moment is here, I want to hold on to it a little longer. Class of 2025, thank you for the memories, and congratulations.
Good afternoon, family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow classmates of the class of 2025. My name is Abigail Delaughtum, and today I have the pleasure of standing here before you all and introducing someone very noteworthy. As someone who has been deeply involved in the political science scene, I've often wondered whether the work we do, especially as students, goes unnoticed. However, as time has lapsed, I have come to learn that sometimes, without even realizing it, someone is watching. Someone who sees the potential within us, even when we're still fighting to figure it out for ourselves. For me, that person was Dr. Calvin Ball, when he recognized my efforts through the Howard County Political Science Executive Award. In that moment, I was reminded that leadership consisted not only of making decisions that affect others, but also of uplifting them throughout their journey. This is what Dr. Calvin Ball continues to do, not just for me, but for all students, families, and communities across Howard County. The Honorable Dr. Calvin Ball is a Maryland native and resident of Columbia for more than 20 years. He made history as the youngest council chairperson and first African American county executive in Howard County. He is an innovative leader who remains dedicated to ensuring our communities are safe, strong, and accessible for all. Howard County continues to be a regional, national, and global leader as County Executive Ball continues to champion education, environmental conservation, economic development, the health and well-being of our residents, and investments in public safety. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you all the Honorable Dr. Calvin Ball.
I wanted to give Abigail some advice. It's not a good idea to make your county executive almost cry before he has to speak. But thank you. It was very touching. Good afternoon, Glenelg family. Wait a minute, I thought I heard some graduating gladiators in the house. I think we can do better than that. Good afternoon, Glenelg family. And still I rise, Maya Angelou writes, "You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I rise." High school graduation marks a significant milestone in every young person's life. A rite of passage, it is the ending of one chapter and the beginning of a new one in your book of life. To the family and friends of our graduates, through your love, belief, and steadfast nurturing support, you have helped these young gladiators sitting before us today, anxiously awaiting flipping their tassel, to complete this chapter in their lives. You have helped them rise. Your investment in their education and their future has been truly remarkable, and we are absolutely thrilled to see their achievements and honored to celebrate this special day with you. Best wishes for your graduates' next chapter, and from one parent to another, please know that the tassel is worth the hassle. To our educators, thank you for your dedication, guidance, and unwavering support that you've shown these young people through the years. Your fierce wisdom and mentorship have helped shape their academic journey and future and made a lasting impact on their education and their lives. You've helped them grow as people, inspired them to believe in themselves and their dreams, and you too have helped them rise. Thank you for all that you've done and continue to do for our students. And finally, for our gladiators. As you prepare to ink the final lines of your public education chapter, please accept my sincerest congratulations on this momentous achievement. You've done it. You have written your way through the trials and tribulations of high school life, and you turned them into triumphs. I know that you will take all that you've learned and gained these past 4 years to overcome challenges, conquer obstacles, and achieve great things as you leave your mark on this world and make it a better world. May you continue to carry the gladiator spirit, brave, disciplined, and unshaken in the face of challenge. Congratulations, Glenelg class of 2025. Best wishes in your next chapter. Please know that you are loved, and you have, and you will continue to rise.
Hi, guys. How is everyone? That's all you got? Come on. How is everyone? There we go. Come on. My name is Campbell West, and I am so proud and honored to be part of the incredibly intelligent, wildly gifted, and actually very sharply dressed class of 2025. I'm gonna pause. Can we get a round of applause for the class of 25, guys? Really? Can we also get a second one for Miss Hastings-Huff? She looks lovelier than ever, but no shock there, because she looks like that all the time. It's actually kind of annoying. But she's actually the person I'm up here to talk about. Though an introduction hardly seems necessary at this point, in a lot of ways, Ms. Hastings-Huff is graduating with us. Her journey at Glenelg began at the same time mine did. We also have a lot in common. For example, we both love the color red. Love it. I'll never forget my freshman year when I was walking through the hallway. I arrived to school kind of late. I wasn't having the greatest day, but I had on my red Nike Blazers. And as I was walking, I heard this voice behind me. She goes, "Oh my gosh, Campbell, those are the most fabulous shoes I've ever seen." And I turned around to be met with the most cheerful person I think I've ever met, Ms. Hastings-Huff. Now, at the time, I was a freshman, so I didn't even think she knew who I was. But she knew. She knew what groups I was in, and she made me feel seen in a school that I had only been in for a couple of months. That's the kind of person that she is, the kind of principal she is, the kind of leader that knows you and one who cares about you, the kind of person you can look up to. Not only because she's a great model, but let's be for real, chef's kiss to the style. I mean, girl dresses like Barbie every day. Like, give her some props. But Miss Hastings-Huff didn't actually initially plan to be an educator. Believe it or not, at her own high school graduation party, she swore that she would never become a teacher, and no offense, super happy your plans went off the rails. Fast forward to her college graduation party, where she received a truly special and thoughtful gift, Belle's bell, the schoolhouse bell of her great-grandmother. And being someone who literally was called Belle for all 4 years of high school, I am so down with that. Truthfully, I'm down with a lot of the amazing things Ms. Hastings-Huff has had the opportunity to do. Ms. Hastings-Huff is originally from New York, but she's also lived in Adirondacks before coming to Maryland. With 27 years dedicated to education and 22 in administration, Ms. Hastings-Huff has taught at Adirondack Senior High School, Centennial Senior High School, Longreach High School, Bonnie Branch Middle, Howard High School, and Marriott's Ridge High School before she stepped into the Coliseum with us. She's also taught some familiar faces, including English teacher Mr. Ferran and the brother and husband of our assistant principal, Ms. Jensen. Her dedication and impact have not gone unnoticed. Ms. Hastings-Huff has been honored as Glenelg's 2023 Gladiator of the Year and was named Teacher of the Year at Centennial. And may I say, that is a lot. You almost have to wonder how she keeps going. One of the things that keeps her energized is that no 2 days as a principal are ever the same. Ms. Hastings-Huff cherishes the connections she makes with people, the vibrant energy of her students, and the opportunity to admire their incredible work. From the buzz of the classroom to the excitement of the performing arts and the thrill of athletics, she embraces every facet of student life. But her support never wavers, even as our high school careers come to a close. For Ms. Hastings-Huff, one of her greatest joys is reconnecting with former students. So as we embark on our next adventures, class of 25, it's fitting that we remember her best piece of advice, her guiding principle. Be true to yourself always. So actually do it. And keep it classy, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense pleasure that I present to you a leader, an advocate, a lover of the color red, and my role model, our principal, who has made an indelible mark on Glenelg High School. Please welcome Ms. Shawn Hastings-Huff.
Between looking out at all of you and then listening to the amazing words that Belle just shared, I don't even know if I can talk, but you know I always can, so we'll give it a try. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Shawn Hastings-Huff, principal of Glenelg High School. I am grateful and so very proud to be here today to both celebrate and present to all of you the Glenelg High School class of 2025. Graduates, today we are here to celebrate you. As we do so, I would like to take a few moments to recognize and extend gratitude to the many, many individuals and organizations who have supported you along your academic journey. I want to thank our stage guests and representatives from our school system, and county and state government for your support of us in our community. Let's give them a round of applause. We have to love on our families. To our parents and families, you have sent us your very best each day. Thank you so much for sharing with all of us the lives of your extraordinary children. Thank you, families. And Gladiators, please join me in thanking our parent organizations for their tremendous support. Thank you to our PTSA, our boosters, and our many, many supportive parent organizations. We are so grateful for all they do to support us here at Glenelg. Thank you, parents. A very big thank you to Miss Wagner, our graduation coordinator extraordinaire. Her attention to detail allows us to celebrate you with the class and style that you also deserve. And an extra thank you to her, along with Miss Monique Summers, for being your class sponsors over the last 4 years. Thank you to them. The greatest honor we receive in education is recognition from our students. In class of 2025, I can tell you that Mr. Regal was truly touched to be named your class of 2025 Senior Teacher of the Year. How about a big round of applause for Mr. Bill Regal, your Teacher of the Year. And from the bottom of my heart, and I know yours, thank you to the faculty and staff of Glenelg High School. Though they are scattered all over today, here on stage, backstage, in the audience, in the parking lot, out on the lawn, please recognize those here in the pavilion with a round of applause. While we're recognizing our teachers and staff, I want to encourage our GLAD graduates who are entering into education in some capacity to please stand up. Anyone entering the field of education, let's stand up. Thank you. We always say we hope you come back home. So when you are on those job searches, please remember Howard County and Glenelg High School and come back home and fill your own classrooms. Audience and graduates, I reach to you. I'd like to recognize those who have served and are serving within our military and armed forces. Active duty, retired, our veterans, members of our audience, would you please stand if you are able? Thank you for protecting our country and our freedoms. If you would remain standing, please, I'm going to have our GLADs join you. Gladiators, will those of you who have received an academy appointment, an ROTC scholarship, or have enlisted or intend to enlist in the armed forces upon graduation, joining this elite group of brave individuals, please stand and join them. Thank you all for your service to our country. You may be seated. Well, guys, it's your day, so let's show off a little bit. Let's give this amazing audience a glimpse of what you've been up to for 4 years. We in the Glenelg community are so incredibly fortunate to have such a rich arts program within our building. If you are a gladiator who has had your artwork displayed at GHS or in an exhibit outside of GHS, or if you have graced our stage in theater, dance, band, orchestra, or choir, please stand and be recognized. Thank you all for the many gifts you have shared with us over 4 years. It's incredible. Let's talk athletics. In case you missed it, we again went on quite a run within each season this school year. Over the course of their tenure at GHS, the class of 2025 brought home a total of 10 state championships. Let's see what our athletic accomplishments look like over the course of the last 4 years. So we're going to do a little ripple effect here. Athletes, I'm going to ask you to stand so we can get the full picture. Will any graduate who over the course of their 4 years has been part of a team who has made it to a state championship competition, please stand, and you're going to remain standing. So if you've made it to a state championship game, please stand. All right. Now, and stay standing, will any graduate has been part of a regional championship game or winning team, please stand. Regional. Stay standing, and let's go counties. How many people have been to counties on a team with Glenelg? Please stand. And will all of our athletes, anyone who has been in an athletics organization here at Glenelg, please stand and be recognized. Thank you, guys. You can be seated. Big thank you to our coaches, our athletes, our trainer, our AAM, and our entire athletics program at Glenelg. Very impressive. Now at Glenelg, we have over 100 clubs. It is incredible, and we truly feel like we have something for everyone. Many of our club participants have participated within their groups, representing Glenelg, both not only at the school level, but at the county, state, and national levels. Glads, if you have participated in a club or activity over the last 4 years, please stand. Great job. Thank you. Finally, an audience, this one's for you. As we say at Glenelg, once a gladiator, always a gladiator. Can we please have all Gladiator alumni stand and give us a wave? All Gladiator alumni. We've got some on stage. Look at that. Thanks for being here. Grads, you're going to join them in a few minutes. Look at that. Glenelg really is a true community. And as a community, we have supported one another in both the best and the worst of times. Graduates and audience, as we celebrate together today, I want to take time to honor those not present. I ask that we take a moment to recognize the loss we have faced as a class and a school community. Today, we remember your classmate and fellow gladiator, Braden Zansky. Please join me in pausing for a moment of silence for Braden and for all of our loved ones not physically present with us today. Let us pause. Thank you. That was hard. Class of 2025, we are gladiators and graduates today. Today we gather not just to celebrate your graduation, but to honor your journey, your battles, your triumphs, and your unyielding spirit. In the great arena of high school, you have fought hard. And like true gladiators, you have emerged not unscarred, but undefeated and undeterred. Remember your freshman year? I do. After all, we were freshmen together, all new to Glenelg. You entered Glenelg as novices, uncertain, maybe a little afraid, unsure of your strength. Today you stand here, tested, proven, and ready to enter a new arena. Whether it's college, career, the military, or another path, the gates are opening, and now is your time. Like the gladiators of ancient Rome, your strength is not just measured in victory, but in resilience. In those days when you fell behind, when things didn't go your way, when you felt lost, you still showed up. You still fought, and that was strength. In preparing for my remarks today, I kept coming back to 5 pieces of advice, and trust me, I narrowed it down, so you're welcome. I know 5 feels like a lot. I felt these were important reminders for me to share with you as we send you, our prized class of modern-day gladiators, off. Number 1. Know your arena or coliseum. Every arena has its own rules. College has deadlines, the workforce expectations, life has consequences. Study the rules, but also learn to read the crowd, understand and invest in people, because relationships will shape your journey more than your GPA will. Number 2, embrace your inner underdog. Remember what we said about 9th grade? Gladiators did not always start out with the best armor. Some came in the least likely to win, and yet they trained, they adapted, and they rose. If you ever feel like you're not ready for what's next, remember, no one starts out ready. You grow into it. You rise to the occasion. Never let fear or failure stop you from entering the arena. Number 3, fight with purpose, not just pride. A true gladiator did not fight for applause. They fought for meaning. They fought for freedom, for family, and for legacy. Don't chase success for the sake of ego. Chase impact, chase truth. Find your why, and let that guide your sword. And speaking of swords, we arrive at number 4. And as my final act as your principal, I now feel I should remind you that playing with swords is not only frowned upon, it is dangerous. However, in keeping with the gladiator theme, if you must bring a sword to battle, know when to drop said sword. Not every challenge in life requires a fight. Sometimes strength is in listening, compromising, or walking away from something that no longer serves you. Wisdom is not about swinging harder. It's about knowing when to step back, reflect, and perhaps choose a better battle. Finally, number 5, honor your fellow warriors. Few, if any of you, got here alone. Your families, your teachers, your friends, and yes, even your rivals have pushed you along the way. Pay homage, be grateful, lift others up. Use your strength to protect, uplift, and champion those who don't yet have the power or the voice. While your strength will be remembered, it is your honor, your kindness, and your loyalty that will echo beyond your time. Class of 2025, you are gladiators, but more than gladiators, you are leaders, thinkers, creators, and change makers. You have left your mark on Glenelg High School and will continue to make your mark in this world. Go forward, be brave, be kind, be proud of who you are. Your next arena is wide open. Your greatest victories are still ahead. Now let's certify this graduation and get these gladiators graduated. Board Member Chambly and Superintendent Barnes, as the principal of Glenelg High School, I hereby certify that the graduates seated before you have met all the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Howard County Public School System and the Maryland State Department of Education. They are eligible to receive a Maryland High School diploma, a certificate of completion, certificate of attendance, or certificate of achievement. At this time, please welcome to the stage Abigail Deladum to introduce our system's gladiator-esque leader and superintendent of schools, Mr. William Barnes. Abigail.
Thank you, Ms. Hastings, for those powerful and encouraging words. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you all someone whose leadership has shaped not just our schools, but the values that we will carry within us beyond our graduation today, as we step into the next chapter of our lives. As superintendent of the Howard County Public School System, Bill Barnes has prioritized the development of a new strategic direction for the school system, establishing a collective commitment to being a great school system for all. He is a dedicated educator who has committed his entire career to enhancing educational outcomes for all students. Superintendent Barnes has demonstrated his commitment to including families and communities as critical partners of a student's development. Superintendent Barnes is passionate about collectively building a legacy of excellence in Howard County that empowers and prepares every student to fearlessly pursue their dreams. Please join me in welcoming our superintendent, Mr. Bill Barnes.
So good afternoon to the graduating class of Glenelg High School. Before I crack open this binder that contains my speech, I have one question for you. How ready are you to receive your high school diplomas right now? Well, because I learned a long time ago as a math teacher that it's best to listen to your students, I'll skip right to the end of this speech and get us underway. I want to say, and with that reception, I can be influenced. I will make it even shorter yet. I want to say thank you to our graduating class for giving us the honor of being with your authentic selves and bringing your full selves forward. It has been a pleasure being a small part of an impressive journey. I want to thank you for everything you've done and everything that you will do. I'm so very proud of you. I believe in each of you and what you will achieve, and more importantly, I believe in all of you together and what you have the potential to achieve. And so with that, Principal Hastings-Hoff, I want to say I proudly accept this graduating class from Glenelg High School, class of 2025, in front of the thousands of people here and the thousands more watching at home. Congratulations, Gladiators. Please join me in celebrating a full circle moment as I introduce our final speaker, one of our outstanding Board of Education members and Gladiator alum, Miss Andrea Chambly.
Thank you. This is deja vu all over again for me. Thank you for having me here. Let me take just a moment to congratulate Mr. Robert Motley. This is his last week working in his distinguished career at Howard County Public Schools, and I just want to say thank you for helping me hit the ground running on the board, and thank you for all you've done for Glenelg and this community. Now, on to our business of the day. We are the mighty, mighty Gladiators. It's great to see you here and with all your supporters and graduates. Graduation is a milestone, an end, and a new beginning for you. You'll be hearing a lot today and all summer about changing the world. And you might be thinking, what does that even mean? How do I do that? And where do I start? Well, you don't have to decide that today. There are many ways to change the world. People who change the world in big ways, they make the news and they inspire us to continue their work. But there are other ways to change the world, ways within the grasp of every one of you. You've spent the last 12 years or more in the company of teachers. Teachers have changed the world, your world. And by teachers, of course, I mean the people who dedicated their careers to you and your fellow students, but that's not all. Teachers have included your parents and grandparents, tutors and mentors and coaches. In the next stage of your life, you'll have a chance to keep teachers close. You'll have teachers in college if you've chosen that path. You'll have military officers who want to teach you. You'll have teachers in your apprenticeships and mentors and favorite aunts and uncles and other people who remain in your circle, who feel rewarded by helping you. Those people are changing their world by helping you change ours. Pay attention to those gifts of time and attention. Don't stop doing that just because high school has ended. And then get ready to pay that forward. And then you can teach and change the world yourself, one person at a time. These small changes are just as meaningful and impactful and consequential as the big changes. I hope you're excited about changing the world. We're excited for you. Work hard, have fun, be nice, and congratulations.
Miss Andrea Chambly, please allow the following Howard County Public School System staff members to award their children's diplomas. Caroline Bell, Tempe Bell, Office of Health and Physical Education. Lily Fox, Christopher Fox, Glenelg High School. Anumita Kohli, Anjana Kohli, Waverly Elementary School. Amitav Kohli, Anjana Kohli, Waverly Elementary School. Andrew Lapointe, Jennifer Lapointe, Centennial High School. Allie Mauser, Ellen Mauser, Reservoir High School. Paul Pagani, Catherine Pagani, Pointers Run Elementary School. Emily Payne, Teresa Payne, Bushy Park Elementary School. Jackson Pellick, Elizabeth Pine Pellick, Tridelphia Ridge Elementary School. Julia Preston, Melissa Preston, Lime Kiln Middle School. Sophia Rapoli, Carrie Rapoli, Glenelg High School. Kennedy Richmond, Noel Richmond, Bellows Springs Elementary School. Jake Scavdis, Josephine Green, Pointers Run Elementary School. Thomas Seaman, Megan Seaman, Clarksville Middle School. Matthew Simmons, Stacy Simmons, Central Office. Dane Stamper, Denise Stamper, Fulton Elementary School. Colin Zapansky, Tammy Zapansky, Cradle Rock Elementary School. Seyung Haejun Suk, Burley Manor Middle School. Troy West, Jennifer West, Folly Quarter Middle School. Elise Cho. Abigail Delatum. Zenia Haroun. Khadija Nakvi. Morgan Sebastian. Misha Uzmani. Campbell West. Samuel Yoon. Isabella Cawley. Janet Clemens. Caitlin Corral. Caden Dillon. Gabrielle Duget. Lillian Gallagher. Logan Goldberg. Lucas Grigsby. Mira Harp. Sydney King. Jaden Puthankalam. Rishik Rangaraju. Kaylee Stewart. Catalin Turchani. Brooke Walker. Daniel Agaronov. Alex Ahmed. Ivana Akrofi. Sotonye Alamina. Gabriel Alas. Maisha Alim. Sammy Amen. Morgan Anchor. Lindsay Anderson. Chabanu Atancho. Ava Bear. Gavin Barovic. Gabriella Barnard. Shane Barty. Giovanni Bastian. Milith Bachu. Joshua Baumwald. Duncan Bell. Alexis Becker. Kennedy Bell. Megan Berdini. Sophia Beshkov. Ariana Bianchi. Nicholas Belotto. Aaron Berner. Debasmita Biswas. Jordan Blanco Uritzer. John Raphael Bloom Chavez. Samuel Bonk. Emily Bonner. Robert Bowery. Rachel Bosley. Samantha Bork. Kira Bovello. Michaela Bradley Chavez. Nikki Brannon. Micah Brewer. Benjamin Brewster. Kaylee Brogan. Isabel Brott. Mattis Buyanaukis. Benjamin Caldwell. Logan Canterman. Michael Carpenter. Elijah Carton. Cecilia Cassidy. Jada Castilla. Sai Chalagundla. Alexander Chapin. Westvin Chuin Morales. Ethan Chen. Unyuk Chung. Isha Cherkuri. Abigail Cho. Isaac Choi. Ian Chong. Hope Christie.
Jackson Cole. Caleb Collins. Sawyer Conley. Grayson Cornelius. Jackson Costell. Zachary Coughlin. Ebony Cullens III. Terrell Cullens. Ella Curtis. Peter Danko. Vishwa Datta. Jaya Dolet. Mason Davidson. Natalie Davis. Leah DeMarco. Marco De Pasquale. Anderson DeRosa. Ananya Deshpande. Zachary Desmond. Zoe Desmond. Sophia Ajax Dupree. Jordan Dotson Jensen. Louis Doring. Elise Donald. Merrick Donner. Rebecca Doyle. Isabel Dresner. Shane Dubois. Eric Dwan. Madeline Dustin. Alina Dezentiev. Connor Ecker. Charles Enlick. Garrison Irby. Lisa Asegi. Gavin Esslinger. Rue Estes. Austin Evans. Brinkley Air. Jeremias Fernandez Guevara. Danielle Foster. Samuel Funk. Elliot Garcia. Fatima Garcia. Isabella Gick. Emily Glassman. Garrett Gleaves. Spencer Gauntz. Cedar Hales. Lucas Halper. Cole Hammond. Andrew Hammond. Connor Haney. Gavin Harder. Ashlyn Harris. Carly Harris. Brady Harrison. Rayshun Grayson He. Jackson Heinrichs. William Heller. Joshua Henderson. Jordan Hengler. Oswin Hernandez Figueroa. Eleanor Hoffman. Nicholas Hoffman. Corinne Horwath.
Daniel Huang. Fawaz Hussein. Molly Hutton. Tommy Huang. Kevin Huang. Eloise Jarvis. Harnor Jassy. Melissa Jennings. Caden Jock. Jaden Johnson. Mary Jones. Robert Jones II. Ishan Joshi. Jana Kagsy. Mariha Kagsy. Margaret Callis. Syra Kareem. Nikita Katanguri. Riley Kelleher. Alex Kirsch. Samha Khan. Andrew Kikta. Charlotte King. Catherine King. Luke Kivioya. Luvena Klein. Brandon Klopp. Michaela Klubis. Harlow Knott. Martinus Kronkaitis. Nathan Kreider. Neha Kukatla. Henry Kvek. Haley Kwan. Evan Lamberth. Peyton Lamberth. Jake Langrel. Victoria Lasik. Adedotsun Lowell. Danielle Lee. Shane Lee. Mason Leitzel. Connor Lennis. Andrew Lenscher. Jason Liang. Sophia Lipschultz. Caitlin Lovett. Nicole Luojia Le. Anna Mackey. Jack Magnolia. Amina Malik. Kenley Marshall. Sebastian Marty. Tom Matthews. Joseph McCann IV. Jack McCarthy. Laura McCoy. Xavier McCullough. Olivia McDonough. Braden McLaughlin. Annabelle McLemore. Alice McMillan. Annabelle Messerly. Melanie Michael. Alexandra Miller. Molly Miller. Vincent Miller. Nicholas Marecki. Sasha Lena Mitchell.
Katina Moe. Haley Monahan. Mark Alexander Mongbet Lemaire. Audrey Moon. Giovanni Morales. Emma Mossad. America Moya. Do we need me to start back a few? Jimmy Morio. Krish Nagpal. Pranil Nayak. Sophie Nebel. Violet Nelson. Forgive me, I overlooked somebody. Austin Moore. Sorry, Austin. Violet Nelson. Alyssa Newman. Braden Nucci. Tyler Nunn. Sierra O'Connor. Cole O'Neill. Shakuma Onwuka. Abiola Owens. Camila Pacheco. Lino Padilla. George Pantic. Mick Parsons. Shreyan Pasham. Rishi Patel. Jason Pazu Mansour. Sydney Pence. Riley Paris. Aiden Peterson. Sophia Phelps. Maria Pitas. Michaela Porterfield. Fabio Portillo. Yasir Portillo. Antonio Prisbiz. Angela Polito Carbajal. Rishi Rajadaksha. Grace Rash. Olivia Riley. Madeline Renahan. Adrian Reyes. Alicia Ragosi. Griffin Rill. Thomas Roach. Adam Ressler. Connor Routh. Stevie Russ Jr. Patrick Rudder. Maria Sales. Grace Sanborn. Hannah Sanborn. Ethan Sands. Ronan Santamarina. Julia Schick. Mary Scatino. Camille Schlanger. Benjamin Schott. Julia Schultz. Luke Seidlich. Ryan Self.
Raina Shaw. Clark Sharbaugh. Ademide Shadonk. Tanusha Shukla. Srikartej Siddhabatula. Mustafa Siddiqui. Colette Silver. Adam Silverstein. Skylar Sims. Manpreet Singh. Visharupa Savam. Catherine Skandalis. Gerald Smith III. Abigail Suarez. Courtney Spicer. Chloe Staff. Jenna Stein. Madeline Stern. Mackenzie Stevens. Isaiah Stewart. Nathan Stone. Madison Stauffer. Sean Studdard. Amy Stahl. Andrew Zachmeister. Jocelyn Tempchin. William Treadwell. Avery Ulchi. Mason Barcelone. Abelino Vasquez. Tyler Vining. Sarah Walker. Bennett Walsh. Zachary Walsman. Diana Wong. Kenneth Wong. Katie Wells. James Westcott. Kaylee White. Judah Wilkerson. Claire Williams. Lily Wilpon. Alex Winkus. Isabella Werwill. Amanda Wisdom. Isabella Wisniewski. John Wolf. Nina Shia. Rowan Zara. Catriona Zepp. Cindy Zhou. And last, Sammy Zuin.
Good afternoon. My name is Morgan Sebastian, and I've had the pleasure of serving as the Glenelg Senior Class President this school year. My fellow graduates, we have finally finished high school and are now prepared to move forwards into the next chapter of our lives. To commemorate this occasion, I've been honored with the opportunity to lead the turning of the tassels. And I'm not gonna make you wait any longer, so let's just do it. Class of 2025, please rise. At this time, please join me in turning your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2025, we did it.